Hi, I'm Angela Martin and welcome to number 1B Spring Crescent in Kuranda. This is a fabulous little gem of a lifestyle property, and it is all about simple living, low maintenance living, so that you have got all the time in the world to do the things that you want to do that make you happy. Fabulous little breeze. Ah, beautiful sparkly day as well today. It is private, it's peaceful, it's very quiet, and it's a very big and affordable. Plus the location, you are in amongst million-dollar homes, high-end homes at the end of Williamson Drive. This is Spring Crescent. Williamson Drive is a no-through road, so it has everything that you would ever want. And of course you've got all this plus more, including a creek, including a 3-bay shed on a whopping 5,800 square meters of gorgeous gardens. So before we go in along that private driveway, don't forget to press that little subscribe button, notification bell on YouTube, so that you find out about more fabulous lifestyle properties like this one. Let's go in and have a look. You're gonna fall in love with it. And welcome to our shouse. Now that actually is a term these days, and our shouse is only about 5 years old, steel framed, and of course, as I mentioned just a minute ago, completely low maintenance. So orientation point of view, we have come down Spring Crescent, we have come left into our driveway, all the way down our driveway, and it opens up into what we can see is a beautiful and bright and sunny area. It's fabulous. We've got a 3-bay shed just to the side, which we'll have a look at, and we have a couple of different ways of getting into our shows. But the gardens are joyous. It is sort of tropical, oriental inspired, and it feeds the soul. As soon as you come in, your heart pressure just goes ooh, down. Absolute instant calm. So we've got the main door in here, but I want to take us in this way because I want us to have a look at all the gorgeous, lovely, yummy bits. We will come out, of course, and come into the garden. But this is just a great, look at this. You're getting the sense of sun and shade. And of course, we've got a deck here. We've got a deck that goes all the way around the back as well, which we'll have a look at. So welcome home, and let's come into our shows. Simple living. What more do you need? We have got space to put in all your sofas, all your little cuddly toys, and of course we've got nice high ceiling as well for breeze. Plenty of natural light. We've got room, I love this, we've got room for a piano and this little porch here that clearly somebody thoroughly enjoys sitting on a swing and just relaxing. We've got a spot here for a bedroom. This could very easily be closed off. We've got cupboards here, but you could easily put up a little screen if you wanted to, but there's no one looking in. Natural light, your garden, natural light, your garden. And in here we've got a toilet, bathroom come laundry. So room for a laundry, we've got a loo, we've got a sink, and of course we've got magic big normal shower. Louver windows again for that beautiful breeze, and have to always check my lippy. And again, louvers on that side as well. So it feels big, it feels spacious, and it feels open and airy. And as I said, when you, even just standing here, looking out, that part of the shed that's got that little door on it, it just, it's sort of inspirational. It says, you know, art, pottery, woodworking, and as I mentioned, it is about having the time because you're not going to be a slave to the house. The kitchen is an original kitchen, so you might just take that, you know, pull it out and put in a $3,500–4,000 Bunnings kitchen, or you might just want to revamp the whole thing and, you know, put it in a different position. But the option is there. But this is magic. Absolutely magic. You could just imagine sitting here, your morning coffee, brekkie, dinner, tea. Oh, just fabulous, absolutely fabulous. Just look at all these fabulous little bits. Of course, they're a bit special and they're probably not going to come with the property, but it lets you see just how gardening, if that's a word, and organic and special it could actually be. Now, this is brilliant. This is absolutely brilliant. We have got magic big deck where you could just sit and relax. Now, just so that you know, this is the septic system. We're on mains water, we're on mains power, but all of Kuranda pretty much is on septic system. So that's something that you could cover if you wanted to. And you could just sit here and relax and overlook that garden. Now, that is absolutely special. And it makes you feel like you're on holiday. It makes you feel like you're in a Bali resort. Now, of course, we've got space here for our barbecue. Oh, it's just such a beautiful, sparkly day. We have the best of both worlds here. We've got rainforest and we have got open sun. So you just feel like, look at this. Look at the view. Just look at this view. That is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. We're going to have a bit of an explore. We're going to come back here and I'm going to show you where the creek is. And we're going to go down the steps. But before we do, we're going to have a quick look at the shed, and then we're going to walk around the garden, and then we're going to come down and have a look at that fabulous creek. So on the way to the shed, we can go back the way that we came, but as always, I would love to change my mind because I just want us to walk through the garden. It's just beautiful. Again, we've got shade and we've got sun. Now, this doesn't look like much, but you have to use your little imagination. Just come over here. This is going to be a fire pit. So we're going to be sitting here with lovely bit of fire, couple of chairs overlooking. You've got to see that. That is just amazing. We've actually got the creek that runs from, well, it's actually Jumrum Creek, which is a permanent creek, which is very, very, very unusual. So it runs all the way along there, and we've got about another 20 or 30 metres in that direction. But we will go down the stairs and we will have a look. So the garden, look. The little Trumbull Bridge that we had when we came in. Look at that little oasis. You're probably going to have little guppy fish and all sorts of lovely animals, you know, your paddymellons, your kangaroos, your little wallabies, and they will love you for that because, well, if it's dry and it hasn't been raining, then you're giving them water and food. So this section here, filled with fruit trees. So we've got Brazilian cherry, we've got mangoes, we've got guava, we have got lemon. I think there's even a couple of mangoes closer to the front. And plenty of space for chickens, plenty of space for just putting more veggies in if you want. And it is joyous. So you could spend your day, as I said, you get up in the morning, sit and have your brekkie out there and just go, right, what am I going to do today? I'm going to either go into my shed or I'm just going to potter in the garden. This is just beautiful. It's been landscaped, just taken advantage of the whole garden. And if we have a look up here, we've actually got pawpaws just up here, hanging off the trees. How brilliant is that? And then you've got plenty of space up and over here where you can keep all your garden, your mulch, your bits and your bobs. And then the path, when we came in, joins up to the back of the shed. So we are actually now heading to the shed. So we seen when we came in this little bridge that came up and over. This is beautiful. This is the little oasis. This is the little bit of water that I'm sure you could have moved. You could put a pump on it. You've got bananas, you've got more pawpaws up here, you've got pineapple in there, and it just goes up and round over here. Have a look. Just have a look. If ever you wanted calm and inspiration, water, and of course your own permanent supply of water on the property is everything you need. So we're heading to the shed. We are going to the shed, I promise. Low maintenance, low maintenance. Steel, beautiful garden, steel, more steel, steel, low maintenance. This is steel and of course low maintenance. This is brilliant. Now, before we come in, remember it's a shed, so when people are moving, everything they own, everything they're selling, all the decluttering ends up in the shed. But, this is a really big but. If you have a motorhome, these doors, the openings are about 3 meters high, so extra high. You can get your motorhome in there or your caravan or your boat without having to worry about reconfiguring it. And I love that door. That has just got welcome all over it. So come on in. We'll say that it's, as I said, it's a big shed. It's roughly, I think it's about 7 meters by about 13 meters long. It's all concrete. High, as we can see, so we've got obviously a 3 meter high doors. So we've got our 2 roller doors, and then we've got a little access door, and you're right there. You're just the super cute shows that just says, just keep loving me, because that's exactly what has been done with this property. It has been built with love. Now we're going to head back round just that side because I want to be able to show you all of the property, and we're going to head down those stairs to that creek. It is magical. And if you had children, or maybe if it's just you and maybe you just love playing basketball, look at the fun and the joy. So we are now just going to head round that side, and I'm going to meet you at the top of the steps. this is unbelievable. This is organic. I know that I use that word a lot, but it feels organic. And this is, they're like bromeliads, and they just love dangling. Absolutely brilliant. So we've got a little rope that we can walk down. We can walk down that side. And I just had a thought when we were chatting about the size of the shed. I think the shed actually was about 7 meters by 10 meters, not 7 meters by 13 meters. So it is a 3-bay shed, not a 4-bay shed. I just thought I did that little calculation in my head. Look at this. This is brilliant. This is where we're going to have the view. This is where we can walk down. And these are all, again, we talked about, you know, properties being made and created and developed with love. And every single one of these built, all the cement, all the concrete just made, brought down here in a wheelbarrow. All these rocks, just brilliant. Look at this. Look at this. Now, you are going to love this. Absolutely love it. So we're going to come down here. We've still got a little bit here to hang on to. That is, it's not a trampoline. It is like an unbelievably big hammock. Now, you could probably get about 10 people on that hammock. Now, I'm not going to test it, but it's all been done with marine rope with steel through it. It's all held in place. You could test it, but you imagine lying in there under the trees on the hottest of hottest days. You could put a sprinkler on you, or you could just sit on your tummy, read a book, and just watch the creek. Listen to the birds, listens to the butterflies. That is unbelievably special. I've never seen anything like that before. It is brilliant. So down we go into, this is magic. And of course you get a sense of the land that has actually been sculpted, like I keep going on about, where we've got, you know, bright, open, flat and sunny at the front, and then we're coming down into rainforest at the back, so we get the view. And look at that. I'm almost tempted, but I won't, I promise, because it would be a bit ugly looking for me to jump on that and just see how comfy it was. But it is just brilliant. The idea is brilliant. Now, Jumrum Creek is a permanent creek, one of the very few permanent creeks in Kuranda. So, you know, we haven't had rain for quite some time, and we still have some water in it. And this is on your property. This is so unbelievably special. And I keep using that word because it is special. It is something that you won't find next door. It's like, it's here, it's on your spot, and you could come down here and you could just, you know, that water would be beautiful and cool, so you could just sit and put your feet in there. And it runs for probably about, oh, little lizard, probably about another 20 meters approximately, you know, in that direction. And it's like a little U shape. And then we have got that little bit of grass on the other side. You know, you could make another little Trumbull bridge if you like, and you could sit there and you could look back, you know, onto your property from this direction. So this is unbelievably special. I've used that word 5 times now. I might use it another 3. This is glorious. It's cool. You're an extra couple of degrees cooler down next to the water, and it is just, look at that. Look at the tree fern sparkling through that bright blue sky. What is not to love? So we're going to head back up and we're going to do a wrap up. I think there's little guava, little baby berries starting on that tree. I might be very wrong. I really hope that you have enjoyed this magical magical tour of number 1B Spring Crescent in Kuranda. And as always, you know, why would you buy this property? Well, it feels calm, it feels like it has been built and created with love and with joy, and as I mentioned at the beginning, the whole simplicity and the low maintenance means that you get your life back, and that does make you happy because you can do the things that you want to do. But having said that, this could also be a short-term holiday let, it could be a weekender, it could be your holiday home, it could be if you're downsizing, or if you're a single person, or if you're a little bit older and you just like to potter around. I mean, look at this, you're just pottering around in the garden. And of course you've got your shed. Now, we're so close to Kuranda Village, hop, step and a jump in the car, 5 minutes. You're only 15 minutes down to Smithfield Shopping Centre, where you have everything you need, Woolies and Coles and Bunnings, and then 40 odd minutes into Cairns itself. So the location, apart from being surrounded by $1 million homes or high-end houses, it is just brilliant, and it's peaceful and it's quiet, and we've got our Mines Power, and we have got Mines Water, and we have NBN, and we have the absolute majesticness of the rainforest. This is a gem of a property. So give me a call, Angela Martin, 0403 788 187. Visit that website, angelamartin.tv, and please don't forget to press that subscribe button and little notification bell if you want to find out about other fabulous lifestyle properties just like this one. I look forward to showing you your new home.